Bezels, bezels, bezels. Everyone wants to get rid of bezels, right? And of course, not to forget that hideous cutout at the top as well that nobody seems to like. If that sounds like you too, Vivo might have just solved your problems. Bezel-less, check. No notch, check. What's next? Well, let's find out together. Let's unbox Vivo's new flagship and give you our first impressions on the smartphone, coming up next on TechPP.com. Hey guys, this is Sumukh from TechPP, and before we begin showing you generic box contents which you have seen in every smartphone box ever, you might want to check out our latest giveaway in the card right here. And if you're already doing some clicking on the giveaway links, why not click that subscribe button and the bell icon as well? Let's get to the unboxing now. Cutting through the seal and lifting up the top half of the box with the FIFA branding all over. Isn't the World Cup done already? Anyhow, we're greeted with the smartphone right on top. Let's take it out from the protective film and keep it to the side for now, because hey, everyone does it, right? Sliding out the box within the box, we have the charger adapter, which is rated at a maximum output of 10 volt and 2.25 ampere, which results in 22.5 watt fast charging, something you would surely need to top up the huge battery. We then find the in-ear type earphones, a silicone case which feels great in the hand, the usual booklets with the SIM ejector tool, and lastly, the USB Type-C to Type-A cable. Also, something worth mentioning is that both the front and the rear of the phone have a pre-applied screen protector. Taking a look at the phone itself, to the front we have a gorgeous 6.59-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display with a resolution of 1080 by 2316 pixels and an unusual aspect ratio of 19.3:9. Thanks to all your regulars like the earpiece, sensors and the front-facing camera maneuvered to different spots, Vivo has been able to achieve an impressive screen-to-body ratio of 91.24%. Talking about that front-facing camera, I know all of you are here just for that oddly satisfying mechanism of the camera popping up. So here you go, this is how it looks and sounds like. Pretty futuristic, huh? The camera itself is an 8-megapixel unit with an aperture of f/2.0. Vivo says it has an auto-retracting mechanism in case the phone senses that it's undergoing a fall, but only time will tell as to how durable and long-lasting it is, given that mechanical parts do undergo some wear and tear gradually. Coming to the glass back, here we find the typical 2018 dual camera setup with a primary 12-megapixel lens, which is a Sony IMX363 found on devices like the Mi Mix 2S or the Asus Zenfone 5Z, with an f/1.8 aperture, 1.4 micron pixel size, dual pixel autofocus and 4-axis OIS. Phew, that was a mouthful. The secondary 5-megapixel sensor is therefore depth sensing only and does not offer telephoto or wide-angle capabilities. The rest of the back is clean with just the Nex and the Vivo branding and the absence of a fingerprint scanner. No, don't worry, it's there. They didn't go the Apple or the Oppo route completely. The fingerprint scanner has been moved to the front under the screen, similar to the Vivo X21, except for its Gen 3 now, so Vivo is claiming 50% better accuracy and 10% faster speeds. Well, while we cannot confirm the numbers, it does seem to be a little more polished. The buttons and ports are at their usual locations. The power and the volume rocker are to the right, and an extra button is flanked to the left, which on Chinese variants launches Vivo's own voice assistant, Jovi, but in India they've mapped it to launch the Google Assistant. Fortunately, despite the edge-to-edge design, Vivo has decided to retain the 3.5mm audio jack, which is surely a bonus. And Vivo has finally, and a big finally, has moved on from micro USB to a USB Type-C port, which can be found at the bottom, along with the dual SIM card slots, primary microphone and the speaker grill. Coming to the front, if you were wondering where the earpiece and sensors went, Vivo has gone with a cantilever piezoelectric earpiece which is integrated within the display and propagates sound through vibrations. Remember the original Mi Mix? Well, yeah, quite similar. The proximity as well as ambient light sensors have been accommodated within the display assembly as well, which is pretty cool. The Nex is Vivo's flagship smartphone, and as expected, it runs on the Snapdragon 845 mobile platform coupled with the Adreno 630 GPU. There's 8GB of RAM and 128GB of non-expandable internal storage. Like every smartphone from Vivo, the Nex runs on FunTouch OS based on top of Android 8.1 Oreo. There's a 4000 mAh battery to power the internals, which is a large number by flagship standards, and we'll have to test how it holds up, especially with the huge display as well as the powerful internals. Given that smartphones like the OnePlus 6 touting the same chipset offer great battery life even with a much smaller battery, our expectations from the Vivo Nex are pretty high. While we don't have the exact pricing of the smartphone at the time of shooting this video, we expect the Vivo Nex to be priced somewhere around the 48 to 50k mark, which puts it right in competition with flagships from tier 1 brands like Samsung. So should you get the Vivo Nex over other smartphones in this segment? Is this going to be your next smartphone? Stay tuned to find out if this phone is for you in our full review, which should be out in a few days. Until next time, may the tech be with you.